Hello, everybody. It is currently probably 4:11 a.m. I I felt like compelled to come on here and to do this as like one of my how I life, 'cause this how I be lifing sometimes. I be, you know, sometimes I just be up and I be having things on my mind and I be moving through emotions and feelings and things like that, and then really getting to the bottom of like how certain things like pop up for me. So I wanted to talk about so I'm like blah, 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 blah. So I was thinking because last year I didn't I wasn't really with my family last year for like Thanksgiving and stuff. It's November 21st. So Thanksgiving is like next week. And I was over here thinking about being with my family and things like that. And I recently had to like let go of a really dear family member of mine due to the lack of reciprocation and them choosing others over me. And that's not to say that I have to be like a main priority or something like that, but like, when you have relationships, you have to prioritize them. You know what I'm saying? You have to maintain them and sustain them and all that jazz. So, anywho, I was over here thinking about Thanksgiving. I was just like, well, damn, like, I don't know, like, if I should be around certain family members. And because, like, I have source, like, over here telling me to, like, let go and let go. And I was resisting letting go. If I get emotional, it is what it is. If I cry, it is what it motherfucking is. And I'm over here. This is what really had me thinking, because like I'm in the shower. And I'm over here like why am I like I've been pondering about this for the past like 2, 3 hours. Like, where is this coming from? Like, why am I resisting? Because I know like where you resist, that's where like the magic is. That's where like um you need to go in order to get what you need, right? So I was resisting letting them go, and I'm like, I don't want to let go. I love these motherfuckers, even though some of these motherfuckers have mistreated me and all these types of things, and some of them may have not known any better, with uh I don't know how to put it because it's 4 a.m. But anywho, But anywho, so I was resisting and all that type of stuff, and I was just like, well, I don't want to let him go. And I was just like, Source, like, you want me to just say fuck him? Like, well, fuck him. And then Source was like, no, like, I'm not trying to tell you to say fuck him, bro. Like, but it is fuck some of them, right? But, but I'm trying to tell you to let them go. And I was over here, I was writing in my journal. This is why I love journaling, because journaling really be having me, helping me get down to the nitty gritty. Like journaling is like therapy. Journaling is therapy. Okay. So I was over here journaling and I was like, oh my God, it's connected to my abandonment and neglect that I've had in my life. And it wasn't necessarily the neglect, it was the abandonment. Because I've been abandoned by one of my parents before, with them choosing, like when my parents got a divorce, immediately after the divorce, one of my parents chose um, another person over their family, I'd say. And like literally like abandoned me and my brother, and I was pretty much stuck with kind of raising my brother for just a little bit until I had to go to college. But anywho, so I was over here thinking about that, and then I wrote down it was dealing with someone choosing something or someone over me, is like the abandonment type thing. And I hope I'm not like breathing into the mic. So, with the choosing someone or someone over me, right? I was over here like, I like that type of thing was going into like the whole family thing with letting go, right? Here we go. And I was like, I don't want to do that to them. I don't want to abandon my family if I let them go. And it all had to deal with my perception about letting go. Letting go, Source had to remind me, like I had to go back in my notes in my phone because I wrote down like detachment and things like that. And I was like, I had to go back. Source had me go back, and Source had to remind me, like, no, I'm not telling you to abandon motherfuckers. I'm just telling you to let them go, to be detached from these motherfuckers. Be detached. And that was just the perspective. Like, when you're detached, you are able to just experience the experience or the experiences and learn from these experiences, and not hold on to them and clench them like you clench your motherfucking pearls and shit, like it's gonna go somewhere, or that like you're never gonna have it again. No, you're supposed to be detached. And I was like, oh, like I'm over here attached because I don't want to abandon motherfuckers. And so I'm like, ah, it all had to do with my fucking perception, changing the perspective. Oh, flip a root, right? And then like I wrote down some more. I was just like, oh yeah, like when you let go of stuff, you're making room to receive stuff. So if I want to receive, let's just say better, then I gotta let go of the fuckery. And not to say that my family is full of fuckery. Some of them are and some of them aren't. But I have to just be detached in order to receive more, and being detached and knowing that also I can't take these motherfuckers with me if I were to leave tomorrow. Huh, bitch. Okay, we're still filming. Thank God. We're on 10%. It's okay. Anywho, or was it 20? I don't know. Hopefully that said 20%. But anywho, this is gonna be a short motherfucker as well. But I guess like I just wanted to say like if you're dealing with some things like this and whatnot, and especially like with family and whatnot, and you feel like you're resisting letting them go, it's okay to let them go because you're not abandoning them if you feel that way. Not to say that everybody feels that way, but just, for whomever this is for, and I'm doing this for a reason. Maybe it's just for me. Most times I just be doing shit for me, anyways. People catch on later. But I just wanted to, I guess, talk about like what I was moving through right now. I usually talk about this type of stuff like on my IG. But I guess that's changing too. There's a lot of change going on right now. But yeah, and I felt sad. I felt sad because I was just like, my heart. But most times you gotta have your mind lead, because your heart sometimes, will kind of, I don't want to say fuck you up, but if you're not uh, intelligent in certain ways to where, like, you have to let your mind lead, you have to let the divine masculine, that is your mind, lead you sometimes, even though you're supposed to be in the heart space. You're supposed to let the divine feminine lead your ass often. Sometimes you gotta be in balance, and I know I'm balanced. But I'm just saying that, like, my mind is leading right now. It's like, hey, hey, hey. I know you feel like this, and I know you love your people, and I know this, that, and the third. But you just gotta, hey, we in this together. And this is just what it motherfucking is. And I understand how you feel, and I understand you going through the emotions as well. But we gotta do what we gotta motherfucking do. That doesn't mean that you're gonna fully abandon something or people, even though it is wild, like discovering that, like, and you know,